live.
Awesome.
Okay.
All right,
So-
do it.
Okay,
Do
so
it.
now we're live.
Yay!
Woo! Hello, everyone. This is awesome. Okay.
Just got the notification.
Yep.
Yeah.
Did we?
Okay, I'm trying
Yep,
to open
there it
YouTube
is.
to see if I see it too. But okay.
There's like we have so many comments already. I freaking love it. Like, hi
Do
everyone.
it really?
Oh my god.
Yes.
So,
Yay.
do we want to just like introduce ourselves really quick?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Oh my gosh, there's everybody.
Once, okay,
I
I was
got
about to say.
I got it.
Okay.
All right, go ahead, Chloe.
Okay.
This is your channel.
My name is Chloe, and my channel is always booked. That's where you are. So, thank you for finding us.
Hi, I'm Stephanie from Steph's Romance Book Talk.
Hey, I'm Tamika from Library of Tomes.
Sarah from Steeped in Books.
Hi, I'm Nicole from Who Picked This Book.
And I'm Tasha from Book Diva.
Cool.
So, I guess Chloe, why don't we I guess we can continue on what we were talking about before. So, we were all sort of talking and gabbing about how sports have been kind of canceled on most of the channels and how we've been not watching sports and how WWE is doing an audience-less sort of thing they were doing, what have you, and it's absolutely horrible, just let me tell you. We watched it a couple like Friday nights and it's just not good at all.
Really, I haven't watched
Yeah.
it all, but yeah, we were all talking about too how Disney Plus is a hit with kids and adults.
Yep.
We've just all kind of been binging a lot of stuff, and yeah. So, how did everyone's readathon go? What was everybody's favorite thing you read?
Ice Planet Barbarians.
Which one?
Yes.
I will have to say, it totally ruined my TBR.
They'll
I
do
should
that.
have read it last because I didn't read anything else in my TBR besides 3 of the Ice Planet Barbarians.
I love
That's
that.
awesome.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. So, well, I'm on book. I'll be starting book 7 here shortly. So,
How many
That's-
are there?
There's
20.
17
or something like that?
in the actual series.
Oh my lord.
And
Yeah.
then there are some called like the honeymoon series. It's like the novella
Yeah.
in between. But I will say those are not on Audible at all.
no.
And there's only 7 of the 17 that are in Escape. And I'm like, no. But I need
Oh
more
no!
Escape.
So, a little known fact about Ruby Dixon's books and how she does her audibles or like into the Audible Escape program, she releases them slowly. She has another series that it took forever for it to like finally catch up. And I was like, are you serious? And then there's still like 6 books that haven't come over yet either.
Oh no. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
But she also dropped a 7th or 8th book in the Fire Blood Dragon series that I didn't even know about, and I found it and I was like, oh, I need to read that.
Yeah, I was seeing Avery had in her recommendations video, she had recommended what did you say it was called? The Fire and Blood Dragon. And
Yep.
she was saying it's basically kind of the same thing, except for aliens and ice, it's dragons and fire. And I was like, okay, add
Yes.
that to my one to read now.
Yes, it is so good. I actually loved all of those books so much more. I mean, like, oh, I was just in love with the Fire Blood Dragons. I'm just like, oh yes, love them.
Yep.
There's a lot of fans of Ice Planet Barbarians in the chat, and
Yes.
somebody Happy for Now said Scribd and Hoopla have them sometimes too. So
Yep.
Ooh, nice. You know, I haven't even
Yep.
checked my library. I wonder if they have them.
I have them on.
Mhm.
That's how I listen to them. I listen to them on Hoopla. I listen to the Ice Planet Barbarians, the Ice Home series, and then the Corsairs too. So
And what I also found is that a lot of her Ice Planet Barbarian series is available in Hoopla more than the ones in Audible Escape. So
Yeah.
I think it goes up to like 7 or something like that in Audible Escape. But in Hoopla, it has all of them.
yep.
All of them.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, definitely check with your library to see if it's if they're hooked up with Hoopla or not.
Yeah,
and what I've
that.
been doing a lot this like quarantine time is requesting that our library purchase some things on ebook and audiobook, and they've been really good about doing it.
Yeah.
And like they said, they've been getting tons of requests, but so maybe if they don't have it, maybe
I'll have
they'll
to, yeah, definitely. I'll definitely have to look into doing that because I rely mostly on audiobooks just because of my job and having 3 kids and everything. I don't get a whole lot of time to just sit down and physically read that. And I'm kind of a slow reader anyway. So I rely on audiobooks a lot. And so, and they're expensive. So unless they're on like Escape or through my library, I don't get to listen to them very often. I don't get very often much of a chance to listen to them. So when I saw it was only up to book 7, I was like, I about cried because I'm already on book 4.
Yep.
I'm relying on audiobooks right now because Animal Crossing is out.
about that.
I am so happy I don't have a Switch.
I don't have a Switch. I was like, I'm not going to buy one. Like,
Nope.
don't do it because I don't need any other thing to drop my focus away from either reading or writing.
Exactly.
My sister has 12 and 13-year-old boys, and I was about to ask them if either of them have the Switch just so I could try it, and I was like, nope.
Don't get addicted.
No.
Don't get addicted.
We have the Switch, but I don't ever play it. My kids, they broke the controllers, and so like half the time they don't even work.
Wow. So Tamika, is Animal Crossing like the old version of Farmland or whatever? I don't even know if you remember that back there.
Yeah. Hey, well, give us a rundown of what is Animal Crossing. Why is it so fun?
Please.
So I always get put on the spot when people ask me why it's so fun. It's like, I don't know. You're a little person and you're on an island and you have to make it pretty. I watched this woman and she was like an 80-year-old woman. She had like an Animal Crossing game she had played 8,500 hours of, and she described it as like a dollhouse, because my favorite thing in the whole game is like making my house pretty and making my village pretty and making my island pretty. And so that, I would describe it as like a little dollhouse that you get to like,
so is it like
build and make
Sims?
beautiful.
That's what I keep thinking.
Not really.
That's what I'm thinking.
Well,
It's
you have
Farmland.
your person, so your character is you, but then you don't get to make any of the other ones. They kind of come in.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, I had never heard about it. I've been seeing a lot of people on like the BookTube talking about it and on Twitter talking about it. And then you guys I can't remember who it was talking about it the other day. And I was like, what is that? And then my husband looked at me and he's like, really? You've never heard of it? And I'm like, no. And he's like, it's
Well,
like,
I now
I guess like a
have-
remake of an old game or something.
Yeah, there was 2 other ones, one for the GameCube and one for the DS. I have all the fruit now, by the way, so just in case anyone wants any fruit, I'll put my my friend code on Twitter. So if you want any fruit, I got you.
I got you for the fruit.
So
That
what
is
were
cute.
other favorite reads besides Ice Planet Barbarians?
Brianna Hale, I got an arc of her new book, The Black Fox, and 10 out of 10 recommend.
10 out of 10 would recommend. I did read The Necromancer's Bride by Brianna Hale.
Yes.
And
Was
I
it
did
as
enjoy
weird
it.
as I told you it would be?
It was so weird, but I was into it. I was like, I'm ready for it. Let's just do this. But yeah, I do want to read some more of her books. I really loved Rafe by Rebecca Weatherspoon. That one was phenomenal. I loved it so much.
There was one, who read Assigned to Mate?
Me. I read that one.
Okay, I want to read that now.
It was good. It was good. It's like it got like right into the steamy bits, like very kind of like little bit plot. I mean, there was some plot, okay, but it was mostly for the steamy bits. But I still enjoyed it. I'm here for alien romance. So I'm just like, whatever you have for me, I'll love it. So
And see, and I've never been into alien romance at all. Like I even told several people that I'm not reading Ice Planet Barbarians because I was like, I don't like sci-fi. I don't like alien romances. Now, if it's a show, I'm all for it. Like Star Trek, Star Wars, like any of that, I'm all for it. But books, I'm just like, no, it's boring. And then I read Ice Planet Barbarians, and okay, I want to read it all now.
Sarah, what was your favorite? You have a
Well,
favorite?
as you know, I'm the whole ice planet thing. I was having a chat with my best friends on the weekend, Mandy and Brandy, and my friend Mandy got into reading them. She's trying to convince Brandy to read them, and they're talking about it, and I'm just killing myself laughing. I'm like, they have what now? And they do what now? Like, WTF. And Mandy kept saying, they're not Sarah books. They're not Sarah books. I love them. I read a historical set in the 1920s, Hollywood.
Nice. What was it called?
Beyonce by Laurie Robinson. It was delightful. There was a mystery there. It was flappers. It was, it was delightful. Absolutely right up my tree, essentially.
Awesome.
Fantastic book.
Cool.
Yeah, I recommend
I
that
failed. I failed
How
almost
did you fail?
completely. No, okay, so not really, but
I was about to say, I was like, you read a lot of books.
Did
Well,
it read like
yeah.
7 books?
weren't the things that were supposed to be on my TBR for one. But yeah, I got 4 books read over last week, so it was like super low for me. And the 3 books that I did end up finishing, well, 3 of them were for the readathon, but they weren't on my TBR. So, but the fairy tale retelling, Stealing Cinderella, that I did get to read was amazing. Was so amazing. It's dark. Well, it's not for everyone, but it's dark and it's twisted and it has just a little snippet or feel for Beauty and the Beast with it, and it was so good. It was so good, and it has an amazing cover. Amazing cover. So
now, is that like an
Bree
art?
is busting you out in the chat. She said, I failed, and yet you read like 10 books.
And I was like,
I have no clue how to type in the whatchamacallit, just to let you know, because it's just not working for me.
I have YouTube up on the side over here.
I do too. I've got like 2 windows minimized.
Yeah. Yeah, you can only comment through StreamYard if you're the host. You can see the comments.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
My
Let me
sister is in the chat, and she said, Sarah, she said that she doesn't think Ice Planet Barbarians or Sarah or Chloe books. So
No,
I don't think I'm going to try it.
we don't have the refined taste of other people.
I know, that's why I said I
don't
think I'm
know.
too immature and giggly.
No.
I don't think I'm
Okay,
gonna try it.
no,
We don't have
I
the
have to
refined taste of other
say,
people.
even if it's not your type, I think you need to still at least try it. Because me, aliens are not my thing. And I even got 2 of my friends to read them with me this weekend, and they both were like, I don't know. And I'm like, no, please
Read it.
Read them with me. And one of them was like, this is so freaking weird, but I'm kind of digging it. And she's on book 3 now. And then the other one was like, what the hell did you get me to read? And then like 30 minutes later, like an hour later, she texts me. She's like, is it weird that I'm enjoying this?
Not at all. Not at all.
Keep going.
Yeah, don't knock it till you tried it. At least do the first one, at least.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Buddy read. Should we buddy read it?
Yes. Oh my God,
Totally
yes.
reread it. I would
Wait,
totally
which one
reread
should
it.
we buddy read though? Which one should we
Sarah,
buddy
then
read?
me
Like
and you
really?
No,
Like-
we need to start with the first one.
We
for all
need to
the
do the
people that
first
haven't.
one.
Yes. And I would say,
Oh, see, I
the
hated
second-
part 1 of the first one. I was
the
just not
second-
feeling it.
well, that first part really. Oh, are you talking about when they're with the green aliens?
Yes. No, the orange one. They're orange, aren't they?
No, they're green.
There's
I thought
green
they
and
were green.
orange. There's
there's
a
both.
basketball.
They're the bad ones though.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They're the bad aliens. Okay.
Anyway,
yeah.
the second book I was really looking forward to because the main character, she's from Oklahoma, which I'm from Oklahoma. So I was super excited about that. But I think we should definitely do a buddy read.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, I think we should start with book 1. If people want to wait until book 2 or book 3, that's fine. But for all of you guys, for everyone that hasn't read it, we need to start with book 1. I just read it Saturday and I'm already like, I'll reread it.
I think I'm on book 6 of the Ice Planet Barbarian series. And the first book, I was so disappointed because I wanted it to go that dark route. Are we surprised? To me, that loves dark romance wanted it to be more dark.
I like my dark.
I liked
Okay.
it.
I like my dark, but that was just a little weird, even for me. I was just like, oh, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it.
Avery said number 12 is her favorite, and that's like commitment to get to 12.
I think she's
Wow,
read
yeah.
every single one of them though.
Yeah, I think she has too.
I think she's probably read everything that Ruby Dixon has read.
Are they long?
They're fairly
very
short,
long.
about six hours in audiobook form.
The
6
first
to 8
one,
hours.
the first one's like 5 hours,
Oh,
and
that's easy.
then they're between like 5 to 6 hours in audiobook,
Mhm.
so they're not long.
Bree,
And then I
between
do mine
me and
on-
Sarah, this live show could be super awkward.
We're gonna get Sarah to read an alien romance.
Right?
Yes.
Yes. Oh my God. We're all like,
Sarah, are you
And
knitting
then I'll
right
do
now?
to the dark side.
Very.
Do it.
April.
Oh, yeah.
It's April. We can change it to Alien April.
Oh, I'm here for it. I'm so here for it.
Yes.
Whatchamacallit, there's someone else in our group that has read a book about tentacles or something like that. And I've been wanting
Brandy.
to.
Was it
Is
Brandy?
it Brandy?
Brandy, yeah.
All right.
She loves the tentacle alien romances. I'm like, girl, yes. Send
I
them
need
my
to
way.
try it. I need
What
to
book was
try
that?
some.
What? I guess I missed that in the chat. What book was that she read?
I think it's in the. Is it the February favorites?
Was it okay? I'll go back and rewatch that video and find out what it
you're right,
was.
Steph. Yeah.
Because I think that's the one I put together, and I think that's the one that she.
I've been trying to read the one that Kayla from On the Fritz, she's been telling me to read. Let me see. I have it in my library. Oh, Treasure of the Abyss by Tiffany Roberts. She's been trying to get me to read that one, and I keep picking it up, but then I have to put it down to pick something else, and it's like they're like full on like they're humanoid up top, but downstairs there's something else going on, and I'm like, okay, all right, I'm here for it.
What's that one called?
It's called Treasure of the Abyss by Tiffany Roberts.
All right.
So I'm just like, okay, because like when you do alien romances, usually they're humanoid, like all over, like for like blue and horns and ridges. This one's just like there's something else going on downstairs, and I'm like, all right, let's go.
That's kind of got me intrigued because I mean, like everything that isn't necessarily humanoid that I've read, at least the private parts are at least humanoid. And then with Ice Planet Barbarians, I mean, it's still humanoid, but it's got a little bit different.
Something extra.
Aspects to it. It's got some extra. So, yeah, I'm intrigued. They're like, okay.
Oh, God. So funny.
Yes. Oh,
So
my
did
Oh,
goodness.
yeah. Kayla's saying it's the Kraken series. Yes, she.
Yes.
Like, I think you're on,
yes.
you're on
Yes.
book like. Kayla's on like book 4. Are you on 4 or 5, Kayla? She's like, she loved that series. I'm like, I'm gonna read it. I promise.
Is that the one
Right.
you were talking about, Stephanie?
Yes.
Okay. Awesome. I'll go check that out now. The Spur. She said the Spur.
Yes, the Spur Ridges.
I did not
We're here
get
for
what
it.
she was talking about. I was totally like when she was talking about how when she was telling oh, my mind went blank. The girl in the second book when she was telling her make sure and do it this way because all I gotta say is the Spur. I was like totally not even thinking about it until it happened. I was like, oh.
It's getting hot in this live stream.
Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Tosh, have you got to the 3rd book where he gives her the gift?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I was upstairs
And then
working.
it's never mentioned again. I'm upset.
I know, right? Oh my
I was
goodness.
upstairs working while I was reading that.
That's
And then
hilarious.
right
Oh,
after I
God.
get to that
Guys.
part, I get a call and I'm like,
You're like, calm down, calm down, calm down.
oh my
It's amazing.
God. And it's like everybody was like looking at me wondering why I was staring at it that long.
Oh, gosh.
Oh my God, I love it. Oh yes, I'm all about it now.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Changing
Also,
subjects
Katie.
completely. My favorite was Love and Gelato.
There you
Which
go.
is so like the opposite, but a YA cheesy little romance.
I want to read that. I've heard it's really
It
good.
was so good. I was shocked by how much I liked it because it was just really cute and atmospheric, and I liked it a lot.
So has anyone read Dirty Billionaire by Megan March?
Yep.
I
did the trilogy. I did the trilogy last month, I think it was, the beginning of the month.
I was
read a
so
lot.
angry the whole time.
I've read a lot of Dirty Billionaire type books, but I don't think I've read that one.
Well, I'll go ahead and tell you, she's set in Eastern Kentucky. Hi, from Eastern Kentucky.
Oh,
Pissed me off.
Really?
It was so bad.
Oh man, I didn't think about that.
I ranted about it for like, I'm not kidding. I was going off about it that night, and then the next morning I was still steaming over it.
How was it bad?
Well, she describes her town. She describes her town as a one-stop like town, then says she has a bar in it. And,
yeah, she does.
And I'm like, as someone from Eastern Kentucky, I still live in Eastern Kentucky. I've moved north, was south, so I've been all over it. Closest bar is in it's like within like 40 miles.
Really?
Yeah. I now live in the city though, so now we have one much closer. But
wow,
yeah.
40 wow.
And then just the fact that she kept referring to herself as just being from the trailer parks, and she made it seem like everyone was from the trailer parks and Kentucky girls weren't good enough to be with billionaires. And I'm just like, fight me.
Like, I do deserve a billionaire, okay?
Oh God. I was furious.
So funny.
And in my most Kentucky accent, I was fit to be tied.
I think the trilogy dragged on way too long though. Like seriously.
I didn't understand. Like the first book ended and I was like, what happened? Because I just didn't, I felt like it just cut off. And there was no full story there.
And I kept wanting to like knock the female character in the head because she kept running. I was like, what? You're running again.
If she would just listen.
Girlfriend. Oh.
She would just listen.
Yeah.
Hey, so, Steph, Veronica in the chat said, Steph, I have, I think, 3 of those dark fairy tales and still have not read one.
You need to get on that. I mean, there are like 3 of them that are okay, but the rest of them are fabulous. And I just love all the different little twists and turns they took with all these different fairy tales. Oh, so good. Let's see. I think we have, or we've had Snow White, Frozen, Maleficent, Sleeping Beauty, Little Mermaid, Tarzan and Jane. There is a like Egyptian one, I think it is, or something like that. Raise something. Yeah. There are so many of them. There are so many of them, and I can't wait for the rest of them to come out.
Amazon, be right back.
Veronica, yes, Cold Queen is the bomb.
I was like, hold on, I gotta go to Amazon real quick. Hold on.
Yeah,
do they need to be read in order? Because I really want. You keep talking about the Little Mermaid one, and that just
No, they are not connected at all. You can read them in any order you want, and if one like fairy tale doesn't work for you, then that's fine. You don't have to read, a book before it or a book after it or anything like that. Each one of the books is a standalone book, except for I think it's like Veil Heart or Veined Heart or something like that. That's going to be turned into a duet, which I'm angry about. That's one of the misses for me. I just wasn't feeling that one.
Ashley was asking. Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, it's okay. I was going to say, who's the author? Is it Kay Webster?
No, that one is somebody else.
Cold Queen.
Oh, Cold Queen is Kay Webster. Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye really quick. I gotta.
Hey, Steph, Ashley was asking who the fairy tale retellings were by.
The collection is by multiple different authors.
Gotcha.
So I can't really give you one author.
Done.
But let me go to my bookshelf.
Purchased. Thank you.
All right, we'll buy that one.
Nicole, if you like Sleeping Beauty / Maleficent, get Imprisoned as well.
Okay.
She's like, okay, back to Amazon.
Beth, the reading wife, said she read Julia Quinn this weekend, And Ashley from Ash Art Books is saying yes, Julia Quinn. I think we all read a historical. Is that true? Did everybody read a historical?
I was going to,
I read a
but
historical.
no.
I did, which was crazy.
Eventually, you read a historical.
Yes, I was like, now I have a historical on my TBR. So yes, I added one, and then I read it. Unfortunately, Dagger Brotherhood got kicked off because I had to read a historical. Did finish The Sinner today though, so I'm good.
Nice.
But I read Wicked and the Wallflower by Sarah McLean, and it was so good.
Oh, I love
I've heard
I love that
about
book.
that.
It's so good. I can't wait to get on to the second one.
I did not have a historical on my TBR originally, but after I recorded my TBR, I was like, no, I need to get a historical on there because I want to get back into reading historicals. So I was going to read a Tessa Dare because I've never read Tessa Dare.
Yes, you need to read Tessa Dare.
And then
You need to read Tessa
we all
Dare.
know what happened there.
We all know what
So I did not get one. I went on an alien. Yeah.
She went on an ice slide that was just too much fun to get off.
Too much.
Yes.
Ashley and
if you
Avery both read the Beast of Bestwick.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
I've heard about that, but no, I have not read it yet, but I want to.
Jen was asking if we had
reading. Oh, I'm reading the Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society, and I'm like halfway through, and there's like the romance is not even like developing yet. So I mean,
Slow burn.
It kind of, but it's an epistolary novel, so it's all letters. And so I'm like, I'm kind of just not into it, but I know that is a very unpopular opinion.
You kind of want them to get creative with their letters, don't you? They're
right, or something.
You're like, listen, guys, you have to turn this up a bit.
Make it a little more interesting, yeah. Ashley said the movie is really good, and that's what I've heard. That's why I'm trying to like power through because I've heard the movie is really, really good.
It's on Netflix, right?
I think so.
Or maybe it's Amazon.
Either way.
Amazon Prime. I thought it was Amazon Prime. Huh.
I don't know. There's so many book to movie adaptations that I need to watch, but I just don't ever make the time to like watch the movie.
Ashley said yes, it's on Netflix.
Okay.
Nice. Yes, got it. Adding it to my list right now.
Yeah, right.
Okay, Bree has brought up Dirty Letters. How many people have read that?
Is that
I have not.
By Keelan, yes, and Penelope Ward.
But that's all
I've
written
not
in
read that
letters
one
too,
yet.
right?
Is it?
Bree, that's all written in
No,
letters,
not.
right?
I mean, there's some letters in there, but it's mainly about them being pen pals. There are a couple letters that are in there, but it's so good. It's so good.
I read Hate Notes in February, and I want to get to the rest of their backlist.
I'm not a fan of Hate Notes.
Really? I really liked Hate Notes.
That's the one. Is that the one where he finds the note in the dress, or no?
Yeah, she does.
Oh yeah, no. I wanted to slap her. I wanted to slap the main character.
Yeah, she's kind of dumb
She's like-
sometimes, but I still liked it.
But I still liked it.
Dumb.
Are those
You know
on
what?
Kindle Unlimited?
Yeah, they also, if you have them on Kindle Unlimited, you can listen to them as audiobooks.
Mhm.
Cool.
Hate Notes you can.
That's nice.
Yeah. Yeah, Penelope and Vi are like cool like that.
That's awesome.
I think the only thing I read by them is Cocky Bastard and then The Christmas Pact. But I liked them. But those are the only two that I've read by them. I thought I've read more than that, but that's all that I'm seeing.
Ashley, Dirty Letters had you tearing up? She said that book had me tearing up, and I'm not sure what she's talking about.
Well, so not to spoil anything, but you do need a box of tissues as you're reading, like
for Dirty
reading.
Letters.
For Dirty Letters, yes. I'm not gonna put y'all out there like I was put out there and caught off guard with it. So I'm just gonna tell you that at some point you may need a box of tissues.
Good to know.
All right.
Okay, well, use your tissue sparingly because we got to ration that stuff now.
Yes,
You can't be reading, crying romance novels right now. And listen, I just got paid on Friday. Y'all making me buy all these books. Stop it. Like, I already bought two.
I did not have to worry about the whole toilet paper shortage because we buy a lot of our stuff off of Amazon Prime, their
So do we.
subscription where it ships you stuff monthly.
Yeah.
And when you do the
Lucky.
toilet paper, they send it to you like the gigantic boxes. So you get like 6 packages of toilet paper. So it's like 50 rolls of toilet paper or something. And we didn't use it all. And there was like 6 months ago that I kept forgetting to skip it each month. And so every month we'd get a new box. And then I went into the closet when they were all talking about the toilet paper shortage and no one could find toilet paper anywhere. And my daughter was hollering at me upstairs in her bathroom to go get her some toilet paper. I may have had 6 huge boxes of unopened toilet paper in my
I ordered 2 huge things of paper towels right before everything, like when all the toilet paper was gone, because I have a puppy. I don't know if you've seen her. She's running around. That's why it's so loud in the background. But she, I have to have a lot of paper towels, and she likes to eat them. So we've got like these huge like cases of paper towels.
I have one of those little things of hand sanitizer like on my purse, and it was out. So I asked my husband like right before this all went down, I was like, hey, will you just buy one of the little things so I can put it back in the little pouch thing? And he comes home with this huge thing, and he's like, it's way
Squirt
cheaper.
it in.
Yeah, it's way cheaper to squirt it in yourself. And so I'm like, okay.
Stephanie, my God.
And so then I was like put out about it because all I wanted was a stupid little thing. And then now I'm like, thank goodness. That is kept going.
The only reason I know this is because at work we have to check in and out with our hand. So there's a bottle that sits on top, and you're supposed to check in with your hand and then use the hand sanitizer, whatever. When this all first kicked off, it all of a sudden like went away like 2 days, and they were sending out emails talking about
bottles.
You only get one squirt. One squirt.
Can we please stop saying squirt?
I saw a video on Facebook today of a lady who was pranking her husband. I guess he was using hand sanitizer too much. She's like, every 5 minutes, every time he walks by, it has to put hand sanitizer on. And we went through 2 big bottles in like a week. And so she dumped out their last bottle of hand sanitizer into a cup and put lube in it. And rubbed it in and didn't get it to rub in.
That's amazing.
And then
I'm going to do that to my husband.
He's dropping stuff because it's too slippery and he can't open the door.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
That is so funny.
That is hilarious.
Goodness.
Okay, guys. Well, I hate to do this, but we've been on 33 minutes. And so now we're going to swap people out. So, yes.
Bye.
Okay, I'm going to
see you in the chat.
Yeah,
I'm going to start removing people and see if I can find the other people to get in here. So, okay. Let's see. Who do we have left? Okay.
Do I get to stay?
Whoops. Nicole, I'm not seeing anybody else. Us 4 are the only 4 I see as possibilities. Oh, there's Bree. There's Bree.
There's Bree. Who else was going to come in on the second round?
Yes, possibly.
Jen got her wine.
There's Jen. Is Jen here? Jen's been in the chat. Where is she? Avery?
Jen, where are you?
There's Jen. There we go. Got her. Is Avery coming? Bree, I love your glasses. Are those Firmu ones?
Hey, Avery said she's in it. Do you not see her?
I don't see Avery yet.
You need me to hop out?
I'm going to take some people off and see if I can see them. Okay.
Ooh,
Steph,
she had the
sorry,
echoey.
I'm taking you off.
Ah.
Okay, we should have Avery and Isabel somewhere. Oh, Avery's trying to find the link. Oh, I can finally see myself because I've been behind the like live thing, so I can't see myself. So I'm just hoping I
You
don't
look
like
cute the whole time.
Yeah,
Good.
great.
good.
I was
Good.
like, realized after I did my run is I was like, oh, I don't want to put my makeup back on. So this is what we get.
There it goes. Yeah.
You ran. Didn't you guys get some snow?
Yeah, I mean it all like started to melt the day after. So it's a big slush puddle though. So I'm gonna need new shoes before I go back to the gym because they're just like ruined. But whatever. It was like 55 today, so it felt really nice. But
Jen, where are you? What part of the country are you in?
I'm in Fargo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We're in Kansas and it's been like really bad here, but today it was like 75 and beautiful. Really like cloudy and windy, but the temperature is so nice.
Yeah, it's been nice. But yeah, we got one last dumping of like almost a foot of snow and then it all started melting, which isn't helping because we get lots of flooding here and we haven't been able to like sandbag like we do in the past. Usually we volunteer to go make sandbags and we can't do that. So I hope nothing
COVID, whatever.
Oh my gosh. I'm so over it. I'm so over it. I'm ready to just like go socialize wherever it is. Target, whatever.
It's been like gloomy and rainy here, so that just doesn't help.
Does not help.
You want it to be sunny and beautiful, but then you can't go outside. But when it's like gloomy, it just
Avery said she's in it. Is she not in the backstage?
No, I still just see Stephanie, me, you, and Bree. Box to chat.
That's the right link in the chat too. That's
you what?
Well, the link they re-put in our box. It's the same one at top.
Avery, are you in the waiting room or the whatever it's called?
Yes, Steph, I'm in Fargo. I'm from
Toronto's
Minnesota, though, if you ask me.
If you're found in large groups. Interesting.
Ooh, yeah, she says she is.
Okay, Nicole, are you still here? Oh wait, I found Isabel.
Hello.
Oh, hello. It's like hide and seek for Chloe.
I wasn't gonna join, and then you called me out, so I was like, "Crap! All right, I'll get on."
Hey, we're all in comfy clothes, chilling out. So
I had a really bad stain on my shirt. I was like, I had to go grab a sweatshirt. Inappropriate.
We're waiting on Avery. Where's Avery?
Avery, I'm still not.
We're on the interwebs. Is Avery?
Avery.
Yeah. Where?
Maybe she'll pop up here. I could refresh, but I'm scared I would lose you guys.
Don't refresh.
Screw things up.
Don't do that.
Okay. Well,
maybe
we'll just wait until I see her.
Maybe she'll.
So, what was your guys' best read of the weekend?
This is a hard pick.
Oh, come on.
There's Twinka back, but
I'll go. Mine's hard. Mine's like a tie, but I'll pick the bromance.
A good tie?
What?
You had a good tie?
Yeah, it was a tie. My
Romance Book Club and what else?
Ties.
And When She Said I Do by Celeste Bradley. That was one of my historicals. Because I read one in every category and then I just kept reading historicals. So I read like 4 historicals. But yeah, the Bromance Book Club was so cute. But I've told Bree this before, but I like marriages that are in trouble. I don't like marriages that are in trouble.
Yes, I do too.
That are in trouble.
I think it's the hard plot to work with. So when it's done well, it's always fun.
Yes.
And I feel like in my viewers, I hear so many of them say they don't like that trope. And I mean, I just have a soft spot for it because I mean, my parents got divorced and remarried within a year, like to each other. They got divorced and remarried to each other.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I really like when I see a marriage like have legitimate problems, like not a cheating problem or like a, you know, but just like communication issues, or they feel like they've grown apart and then either one person makes a big effort or they both do. So that's why I loved Love Her or Lose Her earlier this year. And I really like the
You were
bromance.
the only reason that I bought that book, because I was not a fan of Fix Her Up.
Did you
And I
like it,
bought
Bree?
Love Her or Lose Her just because
Yeah.
I think you talked about it in our January collab video, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy it.
Did you like it,
Okay.
Bree?
I
Did
haven't
you
read
like
it.
Lover or Loser?
I just
Oh, you
bought
haven't read it yet?
No, I just got it.
I still need to
Oh.
read it too. I really want to.
I thought what was the one then we talked about, because it had like military in it? And there was one you said that, I thought that was the one that you had read and nobody else liked it. But I mean, if you didn't read it, but
We have a lot of bromance book club lovers in the chat.
Oh,
And
yay.
Steph said
Romance
it's
Book Club was
worth
like my
worth the full
most
price.
anticipated book of 2019, and I just read it like 3 weeks ago. I was so nervous. And
I
now
still haven't read it 'cause
Undercover
I've been
Romance
nervous
is
about
out, and I'm really nervous to read that one because I haven't been hearing good things.
Mm-mm.
See, and I heard a lot of people say they like the second one better, but I love the first one. I love that he had a stutter, because a very loved one in my life has a stutter, and he was teased for it so much when he was a kid, and he literally, like, he has to talk differently to hide his stutter because there's certain sounds he can't say, and when he slips up, it's always like kind of like a big thing. But anyway, I love that about the hero.
My high school sweetheart had a stutter. So
Really?
the hero in that book, I was just like
Oh my God, I
imagining
think this is
that.
horrible. And the line in the book, sorry, I'm gonna cuss a second, where she's like, he does stutter in bed and it's fucking beautiful. And I was like, oh my God. I freaked out so much. Like, I was fangirling so hard. And
It's on sale right now on Kindle Unlimited for $2.99.
Oh wow.
Or on Kindle, not Kindle Unlimited, obviously.
What's she saying? Which book? I'm talking about Bromance Book Club.
Romance Book Club. Yeah.
And then the other one was When She Said I Do by Celeste Bradley, which is also a Beauty and the Beast kind of retelling. It has a scarred hero. He was a spy for his country and he got betrayed and just waited to die, basically. And then this girl and her family, they stumble into his house and he thinks he's having a dream. And so he kind of starts molesting her a little bit because he thinks he's dreaming. And then to save his life, she's like, it's to stop her brother from like dueling him and killing him. She's like, I'm going to marry you. Okay, yay. So that's the setup of that book. And it's really cool. So
interesting.
Yeah, that was a great read for me.
I only read 3 books this weekend. All of them were 4 and 5-star reads, though.
Nice.
So I don't know what one to like say was my favorite. So I'll just list all 3.
Sure.
I don't really have a favorite. So I read Fire in His Embrace, which is book 3 in the Ruby Dixon Fire Blood Dragon series. I can't really say.
You need to get back on the first half.
I know. I can't say a lot about it because it's book 3. Like, it just continues the world. It was great. I really loved it. Then I read book 2 in the, hold on, I gotta pull it up, Web of Desire series by Aletha Romeg because of Steph talking about this series. And book 3 comes out tomorrow. So I listened to that. That was a 5-star. Can't really say anything besides it's like found later in life after being together as teens relationship. And there's a whole lot of intrigue.
So is it like second chance romance?
Kind of second chance. Definitely a thriller, romantic suspense.
Oh, good.
Hard hitting to an extent. Like, if you want to read it, like, definitely look at content warnings, I feel like, especially for book 2, because there's like being sold into slavery situation stuff, like sex trafficking. So that was kind of like, I was like, oh, okay, I was not expecting that.
Ooh.
But it's super delivered on book 1.
Do we need to give romantic suspense more love? Like,
sometimes I think so.
Yeah.
Like,
it feels right now in a weird way.
It's not the subgenre I go for.
It's not mine either.
And I feel bad.
I just feel like
generally
it's
never have
weird.
enough romance for me. But if they have enough romance, then I like it.
Avery!
Oh, party! Yeah.
Avery found her way to us.
That was frustrating for her.
So yeah, I loved that sequel to that book. I cannot wait.
I feel like romantic suspense. People are talking about it in the chat, and I feel like it's always a weird balance. Like it's either too much romance and not enough suspense. Like one's done well, but not the other. You know?
Yeah.
And I don't know if I found a book yet that does both well.
You should try Whiteout by Adriana Anders.
Okay.
It just came out in January, and I really liked it. I thought it did a good balance. They're in the run in the Antarctic, so it's kind of like high stakes.
I know
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot of like small town contemporary romances. There's always like a suspense plot, and I'm like, do we just not have enough to develop the story? Like, where's the, is it like we just want you to know all small towns aren't safe? Like, why does that? It's just a thing. Like, I love
Because
Raymond
this tiny town has lots of mafia happening.
Yeah, like, I just wanted a sweet Ray and Thay novel. I didn't want the romantic suspense twist there.
Right.
Yeah.
Isabel, who's Whiteout by?
Adriana Anders.
Adriana Anders. Okay.
And then the last book I read was Briarly by Aster Glenn Gray. This is a male World War II Beauty and the Beast retelling.
Ooh,
Interesting.
This is on
That's a
Kindle
lot going
Unlimited.
on.
Where did you find that?
It's all over romance Twitter. So a ton of people were talking about it.
Right.
So I picked it up. Go read this book if it at all intrigues you. It's not romance heavy, and it's completely closed door. But it's this beautiful unfolding, and I just like I took it's only 160 some pages, and it took me like 2 days to read because I was like, I don't want this to end.
Oh, I love books
Like it was
like
just
that.
very soft and sweet and delightful exploration. So yeah, those are all my.
Keep me posted because I haven't been on Twitter at all in 2020. I'm on a hiatus. So if there's cool stuff on the Twitter, please.
I'll try to post it in our group chat.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
have
that
been like
was
not on
so
social
good.
media at all,
Twitter's
really, in the past
hard right
month.
now with everything. It's so
I think
negative.
I
Like,
only look at romance Twitter and then I leave.
yeah, like Instagram and like YouTube are like all that I can handle. Like the extra ones I usually use, that like I just can't.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, it's
need
not
to.
helpful.
I like YouTube because I pick what I watch, whereas like with Twitter, between the ads and like what other people retweet, you can't control it as much.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
Whereas like with my Instagram and BookTube, like I can control what I'm taking in. So yeah.
Avery, what did you do?
Yeah, what you do, girl?
You're so cute.
Oh, thank you. This is my workout hairdo. I read 3.5 books because I finished The Beast of Beswick this weekend, which was our Lovely Ladies live show pick for. That's why Ashley and I both read it, is because that's our book club book. And our live show is going to be at the end of April for that.
Okay.
And I then read 3 alien romance books. What's new?
Wow, we are on trend.
One of them was actually recommended by Isabel. So
Nice.
I read Toxic Desire and I loved it.
I'm so glad you liked it. That book blew me away when I read it.
I want to read the next books, but they're not on Kindle Unlimited. This one was free and I really liked it. And the other ones you have to pay for it. And I'm like, I don't know if I want
They're expensive. I'm waiting for my library to get them.
Yeah.
I did that. I requested them.
Pretty much my entire physical book budget has moved to ebook just because with traveling and with not going out, I've spent so much money on Amazon ebooks lately. Jeez.
It's hard not to.
I've just like that $2.99, $3.99, $5. Like I'm just.
There's so many free books too. So many authors are putting their books on sale, and I love it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I got like 5 Karina Halle books that were all for free.
Wow.
Really?
Girl.
I didn't see hers yet.
I love
They were like,
I was
Yeah,
saying in
only
our
free for
roster
maybe, like,
chat that
3
I've been
days.
avoiding looking because I don't want to spend a whole bunch of money, and it's really easy to when it's like $2.99. But I kind of feel like it's getting to a point where I need to.
I'm in a couple of groups on Facebook where literally they post like free books every like every day. This one girl, like her whole channel is just finding out which books are free that day, and she posts them.
Girl,
And
I
yeah,
need
so you
that
can
trait.
just like the one day I just made my cart on Amazon and bought it, and it was like $2 because only one of the books was
Oh my god.
cost anything. So
And then people are getting credits right now too, right? For like the
And they just
delivery.
did that
Except now
$5
it's changed
credit.
again.
If you
It
spend
was
$20.
$1, and then it went to $3, and
Mhm.
now it's at $1.50.
Yeah, I just got a
So-
$1.50 credit.
Yeah, it's weird, but yeah,
I'll take it.
Yeah, yeah. Whatever. Any bit helps.
yeah. Bree, what was your favorite? I was watching your vlog. You didn't really like everything too much.
It was kind of a meh, you know.
I read a lot though.
I wanted to try the Hallmark publishing, which I've read one before and I loved. The two that I read were okay. One of them I really didn't like.
Yeah.
The one that I liked was Julia Kent's Feisty. It's book 3 in her Do-Over series. It's on Audible Escape. That whole series is on Audible Escape. It's a rom-com. They're really fun. And I'm glad I ended it with that because my 3 physical books that I started with were just kind of, okay. But I want to try different stuff.
Well, I had kind of a dud too, but I was stuck in that Happily Inc. series by Susan Mallory, which is the worst thing to read for a readathon because it just is boring to everybody else if you haven't read the series, and they were just boring anyway. So number 3 was good, but the rest I just didn't like at all. But Love and Gelato pulled me out, and it was good.
That one sounds really cute.
Yeah, it is. It is very cute and very like I need some good pasta. Really bad.
There's
all the carbs.
All the carbs all the time, girl.
That's all Italy is.
That's all, I don't even
I'll read
care.
it just for that.
Yep.
Yeah, my best
Is there
friend
anything else to like?
read romance, and she read Love and Gelato. It's her
Good
favorite
question.
Yeah, it was good, especially if you're being YA. Like sometimes YA romance, I get a little too it's a little too cheesy for me, but this one I really liked.
I also finally read Misconduct by Penelope Douglas, which is her only traditionally published book that she has. And that I've owned that one for 2 years, and I don't know, I haven't read it yet, but it was an age gap between this would-be senator and then his son's teacher.
Ooh. See, the only Penelope Douglas I've read is Birthday Girl, and I'm just scared to read anything else because
because you liked it so much, or you didn't like it.
I did like.
loved
I did read Punk 57, and I really enjoyed Punk 57. That one's
I've
on
heard
Audible.
good things about that.
Yeah, that one's
I
good.
haven't read
I
it,
need
but-
to reread that one
That
because
one,
I read
that
it.
one deals with letters too, like people writing
Yeah.
letters
Oh.
and stuff.
oh, that's the one where they're pen pals, and then he like sees her and she's not nice or something.
Punk
Yeah,
57.
he's not nice.
Oh, he's
They're
not.
both
I
not
read
nice.
that book.
They're like it's like a hate to love thing too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think the only one of hers I really didn't like was Bully,
yeah, I
I've heard
didn't like.
mixed things on Bully. Yeah.
but that was like one of her really early books.
Unpopular opinion, I don't like the Devil's Night books because those guys are just too messed up for me. But I still read them all because I have to know what happens now, even though I don't enjoy it.
And see, our dark lover friends, I just don't understand the bully thing. I don't
either.
There's a very thin line for me on the Bully. Like I'm either here for it or I hate it.
Same.
Yeah.
Same. Like
Every book falls one
yeah.
way or the other. There's no in between.
Vicious by LJ Shen. I was not here for that one.
See, I don't know if I could read 57 now that I'm older. Like, I feel like I'd read it and be like, these are children. What is going on?
I'm closer to that age range, so it wasn't that big of a deal.
Yeah, when I read it, I was like much
just a
closer to
regular
the age range.
love because when they start being like literally there's like violence against each other in some of those, or like like I'm fine with questionable consent sometimes, right? And I'm okay with that, like, because I like dark romance. But bully when they're actually cruel to each other, then I'm like, but then I'm not rooting for you now. Like, I'm not here for this now. So I went through the bully phase. I read like 20, 30 of them, right? And then I just realized, like, I just feel icky during some of these because you're being so mean. And then I'm supposed to be here and believe you have a happily ever after, right?
Right.
So I don't judge anyone who wants it because I read really crazy stuff all the time. It's just one that I like went through a phase. And now I'm like, I'd rather just read a hate to love because they haven't done anything. Maybe they just have a misconception and that's why they hate each other or whatever. But the bully stuff with high school kids, and then it's like an erotic romance. And I'm just like, I can't buy into this that you're 16.
I mean, I was 100% reading when I was like early 20s still. So it felt
now,
less
like,
weird.
Now I'm a mom of a girl, and so I'm even more like, no, don't do that. Don't do that.
Book diva, yes. But I don't think that's
I
the
like a bully
definition of
romance,
bully
and the
romance.
bully isn't the love interest, but the love interest is there to save the day.
Ooh.
Yeah. See, but then I don't think that's technically the bully romance because you're supposed to fall in love with the bully. I like that trope. Yeah.
I've only read 2 of them. So, but I did not like Vicious. I was like, how can you forgive and love someone who did all that crap to you? That's my thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Because he was so hot for you that he would bully you. What? No.
Is it considered taboo? Like bully romances? No.
I don't think so.
I would say yes, because like it's a little like
I feel like it's hate to love.
Yeah, maybe.
It's a part of a hate to love. I mean, that's where I would put it.
Can be. Depending on age range.
When Penelope Douglas writes it usually
Yo, I'm kind of scared to read her newest one.
Credence?
Yeah.
You should be. But it was great.
Was it good?
No, it's like
I loved it. I ate it up, but I love that dirty shit. So it literally has I just care.
I mean, I love that stuff too. But
That has bully happening in it. It has a menage happening in it. It has very questionable consent happening in it. It has locked in a house with 3 men all winter. Like it's everything.
But Penelope Douglas.
Yeah. Anyway,
I don't know, you guys. Like one of the books that caught a lot of slack, I think, at the end of last year, with young girl gymnastics. She's like, I don't know, like 16 or something, and her coat. I don't know. I just read
Nicole from.
I remember that, and I don't know
about it. And I'm like, maybe I should actually try to read the book before I just cancel.
I don't think you can't. I think it's Nicole from Falling Over Books.
Falling
Over Books. She read that one, and in her wrap up, she said that you can't get it off Amazon or anything. You can't. I think it's only available on iBooks because there's a huge conspiracy thing about it. Yeah.
What was it called?
No, I know it's in her wrap up. I don't remember.
I think Tamika's got it. I think it was called like Balance or something.
Balance.
I can't read that. I cut the line off at 18. Like you have to be 18.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like, I'm not. Nope.
Well, my favorite dark romance ever, which I've talked about all the time, is Dark Note. And there's an attraction when she's 17, but they don't do anything till she's 18. And that's a special kind of dark romance that I hate that I recommend it so much, but if the people are mature enough that I'm talking to, it's so good. That book, I wept while I was reading that book.
Is that by Pam Goodwin?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'll try it eventually. Maybe I need to do a video where I try and read more dark romance. I like them occasionally.
That book, for the first time, showed me what BDSM is supposed to do in a helpful situation.
Talk to me later. I'll give you better books.
Well, I have
like
them
all
now.
I read now.
I have them now, but at the time I had just read it as like, oh, this is kinky fun stuff, cool. And then I read one where, oh my God, this is what this is for. And
because that's usually the dark stuff I'll read. Will be the kinkier stuff. But it's
you're gonna like that book.
BDSM, not like
great.
Not like
one dark
dubious
romance
consent of like underage characters.
Yeah, I don't read any of them either.
yeah, I don't know. It wasn't, that one's not, just, yeah, read that and tell me what you think, because it's amazing. I haven't had anyone dislike it yet, so.
They're talking in the chat about how we have yet to mention our romance takeover mascot, Tim.
He just commented on my video that went live twice.
Yeah.
See, I didn't have as many comments as you guys did, but I've had him twice.
No, he's commented on every one of my videos to where I think I blocked him from like commenting now.
Oh, really?
Oh, I respond to him.
You do?
Like, wow, you must really love my videos. You commented twice on this one.
Yeah, your responses are hilarious.
Hi, Tim, wherever you are. You're probably not here.
We're all fighting over you.
Yeah, for everybody who's watching who has no idea what we're talking about, we've got like a bot that he's got like hundreds of thousands of subscribers on multiple channels, and he comments on all of our videos like a minute after they're posted. And he's like,
great content, dude.
Yeah, great content.
Awesome
dude.
content. Keep up the amazing content.
You deserve more subscribers. Thank you.
Whole video. Keep up the great content. Those were the two I just got.
Yeah. Yeah. And he's kind of been slacking on a couple videos. I think realizing 10 women is a little much.
We're getting disappointed when we don't have a Tim comment.
It's probably hundreds, y'all.
You haven't made it until you've had a Tim in your life.
Right?
A
Tim comment. Jeez.
That's weird.
Yep.
So I think we did good. I thought it was fun, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought it was really good for just getting out of real life right now.
Yeah.
I wish I would have been able to read more. School just really sucks at the moment. Oh my
god.
Don't envy you.
No, all I was doing all weekend, and you'll see it in my reading vlog that I'm about to edit, but like this is my area next to my desk. It's just this big blank wall. And I put up like 20 pages of study material the whole weekend. Man. All I was doing was making study material and listening to alien romance books all weekend long. They're really good books to listen to like, because you don't need to know everything going on. You know what I mean? They're like good things to put in the background.
Yeah.
That's why I like light and fluffy. Like it's
me too.
This paper week for school. So I'm like, let me just put on some light and fluffy. Because you like read all day and you'd think you wouldn't want to read anything. But I'm like, I want some light and fluffy romance to like forget the European Renaissance that I've been studying all day.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I feel you, Brie. I just had my US history exam today. Oh.
American history is the worst.
Oh it is the worst.
It's the worst.
It doesn't help that my professor is like 80 years old and doesn't know how to work Zoom or online anything. The only thing he used in my class that had anything to do with technology was the projector thing where you have a piece of paper and you can project it onto the screen. And that's the only thing he knows how to use.
That's like back when I was in school.
I know. I didn't know that. And you could write on it with the markers. Izzy, before we go, where's Angus?
He's downstairs on the couch with his dad. I'm not gonna go pick up the
vlog snoring
to be like here while I fall over. He will be in the vlog.
Okay.
And you probably hear him snoring in the background on my newest video. I was editing it and I was like, I think that's my dog snoring in the background.
Making it awesome.
He likes to lay right in the middle of the tripod. Just like, please no.
We've got a lot going on in the chat saying all the dark romance ladies should get together and do a live show, and then all of us light and fluffy romance ladies should
alien weirdos are going to go over and have another chat.
Yeah, alien one.
No, I think we all try to get out of our comfort zone and all.
Yeah, we should do one that like it's all of us light and fluffy, and then one with all the dark, and then we switch.
Guys, I can't do all the mafias and motorcycles. I can't do it. There's anxiety. It's too much.
I'm not big into the MC.
I read
MC one.
MCs. I'm trying to find good.
I just read Welcome to the Dark Side, and that was.
I'm
and
waiting
I was
for
thinking
the authors of color to write MCs. That's like what I'm dying for. I feel like I've read. I don't know.
I read Tika Chance on Me by Salika Snyder. That's a motorcycle novella. I loved it, but
that was good. Yeah,
that was as far as I could go.
That's okay. We need all kinds of romance lovers.
Yeah. Yeah. This group, the one thing about the great thing about it being so big is we've got everything.
Yeah,
We
got
do.
we got you covered.
From as clean as you can get to as dark and crazy as you can get.
So that's something that would be fun for like the next time we do a like weekend one, is that like we make categories of that, not just dark and light, but like, different kinds of one, and then we like swap, like we like pair up and swap one.
Yeah, that would be
like
fun.
And then we could in our like vlogs and in our like interactions online, we could just be like back and forth with each other about we're reading our favorite book,
That would be fun.
That's something to think about. I have to think about that, because we could do it as kind of like a secret romance Santa, not Santa, but you know what I mean, like kind of a you pick the one for them or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I read like everything, so nothing.
I do
out of
too.
my comfort zone. So I read fluffy and I read dark and I read alien smut.
I know. That's because I'm like, there's nothing that's not like in mine, but
I feel like closed doors out of my comfort zone.
Maybe not everybody needs to be out of their comfort zone, but we could pair up with someone who wants to. So.
Well, you guys, I am very quickly losing all my light. I just realized that I have nothing plugged in here, because I'm like, I've got a lamp right here, so I'm like, turn it on. It's not plugged in, and my big old pregnant self did not get down and try to find it. So, I think we'll probably end soon anyway. Hi.
You're on the internet.
Izzy, I could find you a smutty historical that you would like.
I like historicals.
Was it you who just said that?
No.
Oh, I thought someone just said if I have to read a historical, I'll cry. I thought it was you.
Oh, no, it's not me. I like historical. I'm like Avery. I read everything.
Library of Poems. I'm sorry.
Yes, Tamika. No, you're fine. We can find Tamika.
I'm going back and forth between the two. I was like, I'm reading through all of Lisa Kleypas right now to do a deep dive on her, and like I did not realize how steamy some of the older historicals got, because I was reading one of those and I was like, dang, this is making me blush as much as my other one. What the heck?
Yeah, I don't know about Lisa Kleypas. I've only read one of her books and it was okay, and then I read another one of her books and I DNF'd it. So.
Oh, Avery, I'll hook you up, girl.
Okay.
I just started the Hathaways. Mine Till Midnight is the hero in that. He's half Romani, half Irish, and he is the sexiest man I have ever read in a book.
Jen, I cannot get on board with that. We just read that for Shelby and Kendra. Shelby Taggart reads, and Kendra from Kendra Loves Books. They do a book club yes, and we just read Mine Till Midnight, and I think the highest rating out of everybody was like 3 stars. I just could not get into it. Yeah,
it's my favorite historical this year. 5 stars.
Really.
So Avery, I guess it depends on who's like track to go more down.
I love Tessa Dare. I need to read more Tessa Dare because I've read the Romance Duke series and I really love it.
Yep, those are good.
She's good too. I need to finish her.
I know there's stuff going on in our Voxer chat and in the chat here, and it says we should do it out of our comfort zone readathon, and I think that would be so fun. Like that would be really weird and kind of terrible, and I would definitely have to do audio because otherwise I'd get too like giggly and weird. But we should do that.
Yeah, cool.
Okay, well I have to go eat dinner, y'all.
All right,
it's dinner time.
My daughter down.
It was great chatting with you guys. This was
this was so fun. Thank you for everybody that's in the chat and for chatting with us and coming to tell us about romance and all of that. So thank you for everybody who came, and we'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Oops.